Wake up with the sun in a steaming cup. Tune into the show where the vibes heat up. The Morning Mac got the flavor, got the glow. Start it right, let your energy flow. High takes rising like the morning brew. Fresh ideas and a laugh or two. From the first headline to your daily dose. This is the show where your spirit goes. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold. New ideas with the sunrise spark. Fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. Spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. With a sunrise spark, fuel for your fire when the world feels dark. We're spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Roll out of bed, bring your dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold.
Morning on the mic. Wake up, tap in, baby. The Morning Mac Show. The Morning Mac Show. Yeah. Coffee on the dash, pages in your hand. Big news, small laughs, right at your command. Mac got the truth and the jokes on deck. If your day felt rough, we could fix that right. Listen close, now it's time to ride. Scene with a grin I preach. Hot take in the mix, but it still can reach. Caller on the line, laughs in every room. From your front porch chair to your work day Zoom. Hands up, now the countdown's done. One bright moment and here we come. Strings rise high, horns cut through. This one's for you. The Morning Mac Show. Turn it up, let it roll. The Morning Mac Show. Take the day by the throat.
There you go. The Morning Mac Show. Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Welcome to another edition of Motivational Monday on the Morning Mac Show. Yes. We decided that we were going to go with Motivational Monday. Even though some people say, well, I like Monday Madness. It's still, a madness and chaotic going on in the world and the hustle and bustle of trying to get to work on the Monday and all that stuff. but we wanted to make it more positive driven, and words is power in the words you speak. So if we tell everybody to have a wonderful day and motivation and moving and positivity, maybe that'll help the whole world. You know, you think start with one show at a time. So we're gonna start with the Morning Max show, motivational Mondays. We out there giving good energy and getting positivity, because you know we know that the world ain't kind. We know that there's a lot of people out there doing bad and wishing you bad and all that other stuff. There's a lot of haters out there, you know, but they said your haters make you greater. Let stepping over your enemy be your stepping stone. You know, somebody told me there's only two types of stones: stepping stone and your tombstone. And I'd rather have my haters as my stepping stone than let their stress and hustle and bustle make it a tombstone. Y'all feel me? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Everybody heading out to work this morning and all that. Get your cup of coffee. Let's just get into the show. We're going to get an AI's question of the day, and we're going to test the temperature and get some motivation and positivity going here. I'm giving everybody hugs and kisses and everything virtually and all that good stuff. Get that good energy flowing there. Woo, 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 woo. You know, shrug your shoulders a little bit. Sometimes if you're in your car or in your office, just shrug your shoulder. Do like the bankhead bounce. You know how they say, shake the enemy off. Look, them haters, they got them gazers on you. Put your shades on and do something. You know, move something, say something, be positive and get your energy. Woo-saw and namaste. Woo-saw and namaste. Anything you do, all that good stuff that you do. Shake and wiggle your body. Wake up your members of your body. Just get it tingling and get going. And we are going to start our show introducing
Morning on the mic. Wake up, tap in, baby. The Morning Max Show. The Morning Max Show. Yeah. Coffee on the dash. Pages in your hand. Big news, small laughs. Right at your command. Mac got the truth and the jokes on deck. If your day felt rough, we could fix that right. Listen close, now it's time to rise. One more minute, then open your eyes.
She froze up.
You already know.
It's like a ritual now. It's like it gotta happen once a day. At least, you know. It's all good. You know, she'll tap back in. What's going on with everybody? I seen Chow Bout in the comments. I'm on top of the morning. What's up, Slim? You got me on the top of the morning stuff for real. What's up, Chow? Hopefully everybody feeling good. Hopefully everybody feeling decent. Try not to say the M word, but you know. What's up, Tay? What's up, Tay?
Like that. Going, hey, love you out there.
Tyler Trahan. What's up? What's up? What's up? Haters gonna hate. Love you out there, McFarland. I'll let her know about your comment when she come back in. I'll let her know you said something to her. Thank you, T.
Weezy Wee. What up, Weezy?
Hey.
He's talking about the cutest hate one. Coming back.
That's all right. She'll come back in when she can. Y'all know we like to get it a little warmed up in here. You know, before we get it going. Let everybody start getting a notification, but I'm excited to see some of the faces that I'm seeing already. Thank you, Tay, for stopping by. I appreciate it.
Hit that like, hit that share button. Subscribe, y'all watching on YouTube. Let's get this thing jumping today.
Let's get it rolling, Slim.
Question in for the day. It's gonna be a good one.
I know it is.
Question.
Always a good conversation starter. Sometimes we be on that the whole time. Love you guys. Much love. Much love. Thank you for tapping in.
Man, you tapped in with us last time, man. You gotta come back on with us on a Wednesday or something, man.
All right. What's up, Taz? I
Hey,
already knew you was gonna be tapped in. We was on the we was talking yesterday. I know you was gonna be tapped in.
my man Taz, what's up with Denver, man? I've been seeing crazy weather down there lately, man.
Oh man.
People on my pages that I'm friends with. What's going on in Denver? Y'all good down there?
What's going on? I ain't with the turbulence. I ain't with the turbulence. Make sure it's some good weather when we come out that joint, please.
They said that we said she might join from her computer.
If I had the money, Slim, I'd get your ass some chocolate. You know, I
Yeah,
like
we
helping out, trying to
chocolate.
be of assistance. You know,
Mhm.
hope you feel better. You know, as soon as you can with that.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Look like we got Reese Reed back. What's up, Reed? You with us?
They're bleeding out.
I had to get on the phone
Huh?
because this shit is going black and it done bleed out. Click. So
That's all right.
So I said, well, let me jump on my phone so we don't miss a beat.
That part.
Some
The last
day.
thing I said, I'm coming back. So what did I miss? I heard you say about a comment.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
why I listen on the phone. I'm on the computer. So when the computer go out, I could jump in on the phone because I don't want to miss any steps in the beat of the show. We
I
be
like that.
working it over here.
I like that. Yeah, it was Tyler that said something to you. He said I'm always oh, okay, that was a different comment, but he said I'm always here I guess spiritually. I might not be there all the time. I'm just busy all the time. That's all right, being busy. Ain't nothing wrong with being busy at all. Phoenix said, thank you, Trey. Some dark chocolate would be most appreciated. Yeah, I heard it. I got a lot of females around me, so I already know I had to make a wild run for one of my friends across the street. So I trust me. I got all types of whatever. And she said, you know, that type of stuff works. You know.
No, she's not feeling good.
It's lady time. Lady time. Yeah, so
Dark
you know.
chocolate. Nah. Ugh.
Well, I don't care.
I just-
I don't care about what you like if you ain't the one cramping right now. I'm talking about what's gonna make her feel. I'm talking about what's gonna make her feel better. You know, if you ain't cramping, you ain't gotta worry about no dark chocolate and that right now. But you know, hopefully you feel better because I know that put y'all down sometimes. I've seen people like, you know, ladies call out for that. But yeah, anyway, it's a good day
Yeah, they
today.
do.
As y'all know, it's Motivational Monday instead of Monday Madness. I heard you re-say that some people still like Monday Madness, so well, that's too bad. And enjoy the show and enjoy being motivated because it's not madness anymore. I don't want nobody around me mad about anything. You know, so yeah, Motivational Monday is the switch. So stay tapped in, everybody that's in here. Stay tapped in. It's Motivational Monday.
Yeah, sometimes we need a little motor. We need a little push to start our Mondays off. So I want to be like a cold shower. Let's shock you into reality and be like, oh, give you that jolt that you need. Sometimes the best part of waking up is the morning Mac show on your phone instead of the Folgers in your cup. At least we ain't got
I
no.
can dig it.
We don't have any bad side effects. I'm trying to give everybody the side effect of love and positivity and some understanding. Hope you leave the show better than what you came on the show. You know, just
Yeah, of
trying
course.
to tap into that good energy for folks out there and everybody in the world because the world needs healing. The world, every time I turn on the news, I had to turn it off because they back at it again. They back at it again with cutting, spending, and people losing their jobs and no the cutting benefits and everything. And I'm just like, okay, wowzers. But that defense needs some more funds and stuff going in it. So I want to motivate people and tell people to stay strong, hold on, and then start thinking differently. Start thinking, well, if this happened, how would you survive and go off the grid? Start growing your fresh vegetables and and the stuff that you can, because everything is slightly trying to contaminate everything. And there's a side effect to hate, so get growing in the gardens and becoming more of how can I say, becoming more off
Like
the grid than we do on the
self-sufficient, I
grid.
guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely,
that.
definitely.
If any of y'all
'Cause
got
a lot of
any
people
private
don't know.
land, take me with you. You got any private land? You off the grid anywhere? I might not be able to make it to my dad's house. You off the grid? Let me know because we're gonna cultivate some shit. I'm just letting you know we can survive. Please think about me.
Mhm.
But yeah, I feel you on that
We
though.
got to take it back olden days, olden style. Molly, if you got to go back to peeling potatoes to make your French fries. A lot of people don't. We want everything fast, hurry, and in a jiffy. But some things taste better when it's take your time, do it slow, and age nicely, and all that good stuff. I
Mhm.
had a luncheon yesterday for my angels, or what you call lunch and dinner when you have some. I guess no,
Brunch.
that is that supper.
No, I don't know. I probably supper. I don't know. Y'all ate as
I
long as y'all ate and had food, whatever, and you enjoyed yourself.
we did. We smoked the food and everything, and
Oh, I was about to say, all right.
They smoke the
it,
Yeah,
food.
my,
you I was gonna
Misha
say
put
you
the Misha,
threw me
Misha
off for a
put the
second.
chicken, and look, the chicken and ribs went on the smoker,
Mhm.
and I made the sides. What was the green beans, potato salad, corn on the cob, and beans. A baked bean. So, and it was good. Everything was delicious. Deidre bought a cake from Nothing But Cake. That was good. White chocolate raspberry cake. Oh, it was delicious. Pam, she was sticking in there, and she bought cake and
What's up, JB?
ice cream, and and it was good. Us coming together
That's always
to
nice.
fellowship like that. Yeah, it was nice. The ladies, I got a picture. I'm gonna send the group. We all standing in my kitchen.
That's all right.
And that was the great woosah and the time out to be had, for the ladies, because the day before on Saturday, we did a memorial for Misha's father, and we toasted him, even though he passed on the 20th, the same day Slicky Woo Boo did in December. She said that she wanted, because he didn't want funerals. He didn't believe in funerals. He didn't want nobody crying and mourning over him. So Misha said for her friends and her family here that know her, that she would do when the weather breaks and it's nicer. Um, she would do a memorial, because y'all know December and January it was like really cold and all that stuff. We didn't get a lot of snow, thank goodness, but it still was like cold weather. And she was like, when it gets nice, she said we'll do a memorial, and she did that. It was very nice. We went to Bus Boys and Poets in Hyattsville. It was like 20 of us there, and we gathered and reflecting on the positive parts of his life, not the negative. Everything was positive. She even put the little goodie bags together with all the stuff that her dad, likes. The theme of it was a sweet treat. And it's so funny because he likes to read the newspaper every morning. He was old fashioned, wanted to read the newspaper. So she did a tissue paper. She found tissue paper to put in a goodie bag. His favorite sports was golf. And she got everybody a golf ball with his picture on it. I can't see what the writing says, but um his picture was on it, and everybody got their own personal lemon bunt cake from Nothing But Cakes, and it was because he loves sweets, and she got him his favorite candy growing up. It was the sugar babies or sugar daddies. She had that in there, and she had Snickers because he liked to move the Snickers as he got older, and it was just really funny, and we had it at Bus Boys and Poets because he thought Bus Boys and Poets was for bougie people. He said, "Oh no, these bougie people up in here, this restaurant is too expensive." And that was the funny part of it. And then he said they must have had pancakes when he went, or something like that, because they didn't have any sugar-free syrup, So he said, "Oh no, this place ain't bougie. They ain't even got sugar-free syrup." So everybody had a little bottle of sugar-free syrup in the goodie bag. It was really cute. It was nice. So, and I said, I like that. That's much better than a funeral. You having a funeral, you spending all of those thousands upon thousands of dollars
Mm-hmm.
to have you laid out in the
Oh, that's
casket,
what's up, Alan.
everybody crying and preaching and crying. And, it was just a different way to say goodbye from
That's what I
this
said,
lifetime to
Phoenix.
the next.
Not bus boys and poets being
Bougie.
bougie.
Yeah, but
That's different.
that was the, when you, that's how older people look at stuff, when
Mhm.
they survived the Great Depression and money and stuff. Oh, and he had money. He was a journeyman. He was a plumber, and y'all know plumbers was a solid job,
Hold on real
and they
quick. Let me
make
read this.
money.
I was about to say, let me read this comment real quick. I see something motivational this morning. We talking about morning and stuff. Like we talking about, let's see. I'm about to do 24 days in the woods of Wyoming. It's called Pelton Creek. Me and 3 of the homies gonna live off the land for 24 days, like some survivor shit. I'd love to do something like that one day.
Who's
Be
doing
somewhere out
that?
there. That's Alan. That's Alan on a different type of tip. Maybe you get your mind right and everything while you out there. You ain't gonna be influenced by your phone and nothing like that. I think that's dope, especially if you got knowledge on how to, catch fish and all that. I'm for that. I still peel potatoes, but I have a French fry cutter also. It don't matter if you, make a little, as JB talking about something, he still got a French fry cutter or whatever. It don't matter. If you still, you still working your hands in the kitchen or whatever, instead of like picking up something quick for somewhere, that's better than
Working
anything.
your hands.
Yeah, please get in here though, Phoenix.
Look, and you know that I was moving in love because I was working my hand that don't even work. So I was doing making it do what it do. And I'm proud of myself for that, even though it took me 6 hours to do something that I usually could do in 2. And I was like, dang. But
I'll be
I'm
extra proud of you if I can get a plate. I'll be extra proud. I'll celebrate you. you know.
Well, we got to do something. The morning Mac munching.
Wake up, tap in, baby.
Y'all already know when y'all hear that music, somebody stepping in the house. I think I know who it is.
Coffee on the dash.
Hey, Kool-Aid, raspberry flavor today, Slim. Okay. Thank you for that flavor today, because I need to know what it is when you come in.
Blue raspberry. How y'all
Blue raspberry, my bad.
Blue raspberry. I know that's right.
I can
That's
dig
the
it.
best flavor right there.
So instead of saying good morning, I'm gonna say good awake.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm trying to get away from that too. I was
No,
telling you.
I just thought about it. I said, you know what? Good awake. It's
Yeah.
good to awake. You know what I mean?
I ain't mad at that at all.
Oh,
What's going on?
good
What's
day.
going on with you
It's
this
day.
morning?
I'm just waking back up or something because I was up early. I get up early, 5 a.m. all the time, and I go do something like laundry or, get up and do my little prayers and brush my
Yeah.
teeth, of course, and wash my face. And then I'll just fall back to sleep after, the medication, take a little couple puffs of that. I don't
Sometimes
know.
that shit have your ass leaning. I already know.
So I was supposed to take girly girl, baby girl to the camp, but I said, I'm sleeping in, but I got to go to work in an hour. So I'm going to rap with y'all for a little while. I'm just on a natural high, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm about to be famous.
Shit, I ain't mad at that. Shit, I'm not mad at that at all. Get to the fucking bag.
I just feel something's about to happen great to me. And it's not even about money or anything. It's about just the what I experienced
Opportunity and shit. Yeah.
days ago. I did a show, and it was 60 people. And it was at a theater, the Madison Theater. I know you
Nice
guys
number
know.
of people.
Oh, they had a crowd, and it was elderly and our age and young. It was so nice. It was all these people, and it was at 9 p.m. So I did like a couple old people jokes, but I didn't know older people in there,
Who's
and
gonna
they
be in
loved
it?
it. They
Yeah.
loved it. It was funny. And anyways, you had a minute. Everybody only had a minute. So the man said I did so good, he let me go back up there. And when I went out there, that actor, producer, man, I think he's a comedian too, but he was like, kill it. And the rush and the feeling I got of me running out there, and him telling me, kill it.
Yeah.
Hi. I was just so excited. And then when I went out to the crowd, they loved me. Afterwards, they were saying stuff. Now, the price was $10. You know what I'm saying? And my little ass wanted to ask him as soon as I got done, like, you still giving the $10 to gas fare? So
Alan said you were already famous.
Yeah.
He said,
the Holy Power said, no, don't you
that.
dare. So, and I didn't even think of it. We did the after party thing, and I sat there, and I seen that man give everybody $10, and he gave me 20.
I'm not mad at that at all.
Oh, watch out, honey. Yeah, so that
anytime you
was
got a chance to be great.
yeah. So I'm just visualizing it sometimes because I never thought that I would keep doing comedy in my state. And I said,
Yeah.
you know what, I'm not gonna. I know you guys remember me when you first met me. I was like, no, but I said, oh hell no, ain't nothing coming in between this,
I'm
because
not mad at
I'm
all.
not playing no games with
I
this
like when
comedy
that
stuff.
kind of
Right.
energy. I like when that kind of
Yeah,
energy rolls
thank
off
you.
on the people. So yeah, I'm
Yeah,
glad somebody
Yeah.
everybody's
get
been
on here and
saying
say
that
that.
lately. Oh man, I love your energy or your high energy. I don't know what happened to me, but this is how I used to be when I was before all the stuff happened.
Yeah,
Anything in life, like dramatic shit.
I feel you
Man,
on that.
everybody loved me. I was like, dang, leave me alone, leave me alone. Then when I start, going through stuff, I was not mean, but reserved and say yourself.
Hmm.
But I'm back. Just
That's
don't
what's
suck
up.
all my energy, y'all.
Well, guess who's back?
Nah,
No, we
I
trying to
got
give
my
good
own.
energy.
I
I
don't want
got
to
it
take
back.
it.
I could give you some a little bit, but don't take it all because they
Oh yeah,
tried
you
that.
gotta ration it. You gotta ration it, Slim. Some people will try to take it up, if they can. But nah, if anything, I want to hear that because that supercharges me. I ain't gotta draw from your energy, but it can supercharge mine. I see we got the first video up on the screen. Thank you, Molly.
Think about the most is what's going to attract you. Your thoughts are frequencies that speak out to the universe to attract back to you what you want. This is how your thoughts work. This rock is a thought. I want to be successful. It sends ripples out into the universe and it starts to attract back to you what it is you're constantly thinking about. You see how far those ripples out are going? That's why you need to be careful with what you say and how you think, because this literally has way more reach than you think it does. Y'all see, I threw it right there. Them ripples is still going out all the way out there. That's how your thoughts work. That's how what you speak into existence works. What you say to yourself every day, what you think to yourself every day has way more weight than you think it does. Whatever.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, it's self-explanatory. Anytime any type of video goes up or anything that I find, it's always gonna be self-explanatory. But on a day of on a day like Monday, where people are looking for motivation, trying to figure out how to get up out of bed and go about their day and everything, um, I just want to share stuff with people that is equivalent to my like sentiments and how I feel about things. Like, instead of me saying shit all the time, I'd rather be other people because I feel like it just is perceived better. But the same type of time Kool-Aid came in here on, like what you speak to yourself, what you say to yourself, how determines how you feel. And it can attract things and bring things forward. It can be bad shit, it could be good shit. But how you speak on things and how you feel, which is why I'm glad Reese, you was in line with making it motivational Monday instead of Monday Madness or whatever, just to kind of change the energy a little bit. But definitely believe in how you speak is how you shape your reality and shape your environment. You know, I'm gonna pass it to Reese though. That was my reason for the video, but I'm gonna pass it to Reese if you got any sentiments, anything you feel from it.
I'm in here. I'm look, y'all. I'm still working on the phone, and
It's all
that's
good. You ain't gotta explain. It's gonna be some little technical difficulties, but were you able to hear the video? Or did you freeze?
no. I saw it and heard it all,
Okay,
and
so yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
glad that I heard it and everything, because that's what I said. I have to keep the phone up to listen, and
All
the
good.
laptop trying to work. I'm trying.
It's all
Y'all
good.
know we make it do what it do. We ain't jet lagging or timing out. I'm trying to stay on top of everything and make sure it keep relevant. But
You all
there
right?
was a good video. We always say we speak positive in the universe and what we speak out, and the energy, attracting that energy. That's why I've been trying to we work on ourselves one person at a time to get that energy growing and moving, and to change the way I normally would think about something, because it all starts with a stinking thinking. That's what I like to say. Start with your stinking thinking. Because sometimes the stuff that we think, or like that's in our mind, sometimes we could defeat ourselves before we defeat it. You know what I mean? And mentally. So you got to be positive. You got to keep that wit about you, to saying, yeah, I'm gonna make this happen. I'm going to do it. I'm going to move forward. Because one thing is for certain, that quitters never win and winners never quit. So if you don't make that effort or put that oomph forward, how do you expect to receive all this goodness and stuff back? You got to give and receive. It's like the air we breathe. We breathe in and we got to blow it out. We breathe in, we got to blow it out. Breathe in positivity and blow out the negativity. Breathe in positivity, blow out the negativity. So it can get our heart pumping and everything moving and shaking your body. I know that helps me to get going in the morning sometimes, and in the daytime, in the daylight, when you just, whatever time you get up. Some people get up at night. So whatever time you get up, to help get some positivity flowing, shake the negativity off, whatever you want to do, and go out and get what you're attracted to. Go out and receive whatever it is that's coming back to you. Putting out good positive energy, get good positive results back. That's the way it should, what I'm saying. That's the way it should be.
That part. You already know you got to pass it off when you're done.
And I can't even see who all's in here.
Kool-Aid.
Okay, well, ladies first, as you say. There's another lady in here?
Not at the moment. We'll let you know.
Okay, thank you. Kool-Aid, how did you think about the video, baby?
Well, the video is really something because it's a part of what I just said before I even came on.
Exactly.
So it's kind of weird. Just like what he was saying is just how I am as a person now. You know what I'm saying? I've always been like that all my life, but it stopped. That's why you have to be careful who you're around. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Even who you touch, even who you dine with. There's days that I used to, when I had this bad before and the manifestation or speaking good things into my life, and it ain't even about comedy, I still would just watch who I hugged. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I would get that feeling like, oh, I'm gonna hug that person. So sometimes you got to watch what you say out your mouth. Because I will always say, oh, I don't want to. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, that's not. And then you start getting tired. Then you're not going to do. You know what I mean? Just different things. So you just have to not even think it. You got to speak it, because it's weird how you could just hurry up and talk, but you don't think. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You don't think. We don't all think before we talk, but now I do. You get what? You see what I'm saying? I'm just talking, right? I'm not thinking words. I'm just talking. But I started to think and speak, and that's how you can. I remember the one time somebody, even y'all asked me, like, well, what? Oh, you look different, or what is it you do? And I started off small with the letting things go and the TV and all that, and you know what I mean. But I spoke it. Now I'm done. I can't do this. I ain't gonna be on this Facebook all the time. I'm on here saying any fucking thing. You know what I mean? Because that wasn't the true me. You get what I'm saying? So now, like what he's saying, the waves.
Mm-hmm.
You ever notice, how to explain it? You get hot and cold in your body?
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah, because I was just hot, cold, and it wasn't nothing even last night in my room, and it used to be hot. So just like your life, it could be hot or cold, but it's up to you. You know what I mean? To make it hot or cold. Did it make sense? You know what I mean? People was always complaining about, oh, this is happening. But it's how you are speaking things. Somebody can talk about you all day long, say bad things about you, all in your face, right? And all you got to do is just walk away.
That part.
Instead of all that fighting and arguing, this and that, because now you're going to jail or you're going to get hurt. And you get what I'm saying? So, and then that messes up what you were speaking. Oh, I want to be this, or I want to do this, or I want this to happen. And then I started being nice to people, extra and bubbly in myself, because it attracts that.
Yeah.
I got strangers saying they love me. They don't even know me. Love you. Yeah. Oh, I love you too. White and black and Puerto Rican, Spanish, whatever. And I don't know what's going on.
That matters.
I don't know what's going on, but I just know that something good is happening. And it's not even about money. That's the best part about it. You get what I'm saying? It's just about human nature and you being who you are as a person. So speak good into your life. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to pass it to Marley if he's able to talk.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm here. Like everything, mostly that been said, it's the ripple effect. A lot of people don't believe in the things that they speak, so they just think, you say whatever, it don't really affect your life. But I do believe in that, basically what he's saying. If you speaking in negativity, if you saying ain't no good men out here, ain't no good women out here, then that's all you're gonna find. No good ass women, ain't no good ass men out here. You know, so it's like a lot of people, they get caught up in their words and don't understand that their words have power. You know, so I tell a lot of people, you know, be careful what you say. I can't do this, or I ain't gonna never get here because of this and that and that. Well, you just told every damn cell in your body to make sure that that don't happen. And then when it don't happen, people be looking like, I don't know why nothing never happened for me, because you constantly keep on pushing that out there. So
Yeah.
I'm like, even if you don't believe in it, just try it anyway. Try to speak positive for the next month on everything that you do and just see the results. If you feel like it's a change, then change it. If not, then go and believe whatever you want to believe, but at least give it a chance. So I think the example that he threw out there by throwing the rock inside the, the river
Yeah.
or into the water, it show you the ripple effect, how it just goes out. And that was just a little rock and how it comes back to you, so be careful what you put out because it always comes back to you.
Hell yeah.
Let's
That's a
get this
great ass analogy.
great.
I was gonna say, let me get some. I was about to ask for him too. Nah, we don't want no jail time. Like y'all stay out there crazy shit so we can and get off your phone, please. Please get off your phone. But Alice said positive thoughts are fuel, your dreams are the engine. I like the one you said about the garden and everything too, Alan. I seen that. That's so true, Reese. So your sentiments, Phoenix was agreeing with. Stretching as soon as you get up is essential to everyone's daily schedule. I'm gonna start doing it. I ain't gonna lie. I'll be taking that being young thing and not stretching. I get the hell up and go about my day. But I'm gonna start. You right. Yeah. And of course, Phoenix was agreeing with you. Phoenix gonna agree with you when you when you talking about some good shit. She definitely gonna say that. She said your mind is the garden, your thoughts are the seeds, water, hope, and harvest greatness. Exactly. It matters what you put in, it matters what you do as that plant is growing before it starts bearing fruit and all that. It matters how you handle the things as it comes up. If you're not careful, you have that joint leaning over and that plant will die like shit because you ain't, supported all the way up, give it what it needs all the way up. So yeah. Phoenix said, "Yup, Molly, you just spoke failure to all 72 trillion cells you have in your body." Whenever you say you can't, whenever you say you can't do something, it matters. But like the thing that caught me, like you said, Molly, was the ripple in the water. Like I liked his message and everything, but the ripple in the water was like how he pulled me in with the video for real. Do y'all think a person's environment creates their thoughts? Um, okay. Some people feel like it's a little complicated because they never been through anything good.
Got a question, y'all answer in the audience as well. Tag the
Yeah.
question.
Okay. Do y'all think a person? Go ahead.
That create their thoughts? That's a good one. Yeah, I think
What
your
was that
environment
question? I can hear it.
Do y'all think a person's environment creates their thoughts? It's coming from Taz, one of the people that's jumped on your show a few times and be in the comments all the time, holding it down. He said, "Do y'all think a person's environment creates their thoughts?" Some people feel like it's a little complicated because they've never been through anything, in quotation, good.
It could do that, but sometimes we got to be in spite of our environment. You got to be positive in spite of your environment. Sometimes people are in a depressed environment, meaning everything around them could be down, and they probably be the only little bit of light that could shine. We got to move in spite of our environment, in spite of the people around us. We got to be that positivity or that light. We got the light got to start with us. That's how I feel about it. But yeah, your environment could, but you got to be strong enough to go above and beyond it. Some people can, and some people fall victim to their environment. Some people, be like, I'm gonna change this and change it. So
yeah, I believe 100%, Taz, that your environment creates your thoughts. Even if your thoughts is to get out of this environment, it still created that thought. It's just impossible to think outside of anywhere that you've ever been. So it's like however they thinking over there in Africa and they way of life. I can't just go over there and just like, oh, because I was raised different. My thinking is different. They might think it is okay to hop out there in the water with crocodiles out there. Me, I would be like, fuck no, because my thinking is a lot different than theirs, even if they think it's okay. So I just think that your environment play a role in who you become. That don't mean you got to stay that person. you know, you still can create thoughts to get out of that environment. Definitely if it's a bad environment, but I don't look at mostly just good or bad. I just think of adapt, you know, because no matter where you at, we all grew up in what some people would consider a bad area. But to us growing up, I didn't know it was really a bad area. I just thought this is where I live. I had fun every day. I get up as a kid, they might be gunshots. 10 minutes later, we want to go right back outside where there was gunshots and have fun because I was adapt to that. But when I started to meet people that wasn't, once shots go off, they not even trying to go back in that area. They like, no, I'm never going back around there. And I'm like, that was 2 days ago. That was 3 days ago. And that's because they didn't grow up in my environment. Their thoughts and thinking is different than mine. So I think your environment plays a big role. What about you, Kool-Aid?
Yeah, well, I lived in all kind of environments, so
I don't know if she's muted or I just can't hear her. I might need to come back.
You can't hear.
Oh,
I
okay.
can hear her.
Yeah.
you want me to come back in or?
No, we can hear you, Trey. Can.
Okay. Yeah, so what I was saying, you know, I lived in all types of environments, and I do think that it can mess with your thinking, but it depends on what is this question about? Just thinking of what? That everything's always going to go bad for you and you can't get out of this environment, or you can't do nothing good for yourself.
However you thinking, period. Do that play a role on how you think, period? Whatever environment you grew up in, you know.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, it's just how I'm thinking then. It could. I don't know how to explain it, but it could. But like you said, I grew up even as an adult. Like a gunshot happens, you go back out, and then people that's over here, I was like, I ain't never come back over there or going out. And I'm just like nothing ever happened. You know what I mean? But I knew that eventually I wanted peace, a peaceful place where I didn't want to hear that anymore. You know what I mean? And you know, and where I'm at now, it's like it's a lot of Richie and uppities, and you know, and no, seriously, but they're nice. But when you're thinking in the hood, you'll think, oh, I would never want to live in those areas, you know, due to I don't want to be around them people. But then now I'm like, oh, I'm around these people, and I don't want to be in that area no more. So it's just because I'm thinking that way in this environment, quiet, peaceful. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm adapting. So it's just up to you. And I know people that's from the hoods and ghettos or wherever, and they're like, I ain't never leaving, and I don't even drive. I mean, I ain't getting on no bus. And I'm like, well, how the hell are you getting around? Like them type people. You know what I mean? So just, it is what it is. I don't know. Have good thoughts, whatever environment you're in, and get the hell out of it if it's bad.
I feel you on that again.
Passing it to Trey Money. So welcome.
Somebody tapping in here to see what it is. Funny Man Green, the man on the scene.
What's up? What's up?
Hey, yo.
What's up? What's up? What's going on?
What a day.
Funny
what
man.
a day. Oh,
Yeah,
what's
yeah,
up?
yeah.
What's
I don't
up?
know if you,
Hey, congratulations, Kool-Aid.
Thank you. That's like, oh no, he ain't been calling me and stuff and texting me. He ain't my friend no more.
No, it's not even that. I
know.
it's one thing after another.
Yeah, I can
I
understand.
thought for sure I was getting my car situated today. Go to the DMV. They're saying this and that. It's just a bunch of craziness. I waited so long at the DMV that when they finally called my name, I felt like one of the contestants on Price is Right.
Now what happened, my girl? Riri.
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you now.
What happened to David? He was talking. I can't hear him now.
They weren't talking about the topic. They were talking about him.
I heard
Let me get some of those comments.
I didn't know what the topic was.
All good. I'm gonna segue you in. Let me get some of them comments first. They was responding to a question. After I read them comments, we'll put the original question back up. You're welcome to answer before me. Alice said, no, your environment can influence your thoughts, but it doesn't create them. Two people can grow in the exact same environment and think completely differently. Yes, that's very true. Your mindset is shaped by your choices, beliefs, experiences, and how you interpret what happens around you. Your environment may plant seeds, but you decide which ones to water. Solid ass answer. Yes, Taz. Phoenix was responding to one of the commenters, Taz, or whatever. Yes, yes, Taz. Your environment has an enormous impact on a person's way of thinking. A great amount of people only see negativity, so they think that wait until someone or something comes to show them a different way. Some people can be in the same negative environment and they choose not to operate in that way. Very true. Absolutely true. Yeah, absolutely true. Positive environments tend to cultivate positive thoughts and emotionally stable beings. Okay, solid motivational answers today. What's up, AQ? Thank you for tapping in, of course. For example, he says, how can you manifest an experience that you've never, I guess, that you've never felt before? He said, i.e., getting out of the poverty or getting that $10,000. I understand. Pretty much how you gonna make something out of nothing. How you gonna pull it from nothing. Alan says an environment created. If the environment created thoughts, everyone raised in the same house, neighborhood, or school would think exactly alike, and they don't. Environment provides influence, not control. Your mind has the power to question, reject, or rise above what's around it. That's why some people become products of their environment, while others become proof that it can be overcame. Solid enough for me. I think no matter what environment you grow up in, thank you, AQ, for the response. I think no matter what environment you grow up in, it's about your mental tolerance. Life is about adapting without going asunder. But my best friend grew up in Wellington Park. You never think she grew up there. She's Trinidadian, family very religious Catholics, and she's the sweetest, quietest, pure like woman I know. Yeah. My daughter just said that she remembers gunshots from our old house. She's 10. She hasn't heard gunshots in almost 4 years. And I'm so excited that I was able to move my children to a space where gunshots are the least of their worries. David Green, come on down. Uh-huh. Ironically, though, I grew up in Southeast and Spring Valley, Northwest. I still was never allowed in the typical hood parts of DC, let alone a go-go. It's all about what feeds your soul. 100%. I love the answers today, y'all. Just like people with siblings can be raised in the same household and come out totally different.
Yep.
My siblings and I are very different. We all have common traits, but we're totally different. Thank you for the answers, y'all. Solid answers. I'm gonna refresh and come back because I think somebody tapping out took my sound, so I'll come back.
I got you. Yeah, that was some good answers right there. And I just think that people thinking their environment don't include your household. You know, that's why a lot of people grow up with Christian faith or whatever faith that your household had you grow up to. It ain't because you wanted to believe in that. It's because the environment you grew up in. You know, and that might keep you to make different decisions with people in your community. And that's the thing. Everybody just assume you will be programmed to be bad because you come from the hood. No, you'll be programmed just like anybody else. It's other kids that don't get into the games and they stay away and they stay in the books. But it ain't just one kid. You ain't just that one special kid. It's probably 20 of y'all out there. You know, it's a lot of stray bullets that hit kids that's in school. They just live in this environment. It's plenty of bullets that went through homes and hit people that was not in the streets, but they live in these environments. So I just I get it. I just don't see that like if Obama grew up in Southeast DC, him being the first black president, supposedly. I don't see that happening. I think it was based off his environment and how he was raised. Even if somebody make it out the hood, most time they household, they got good family values. Most times somebody in the house can keep them to avoid those things. But I still think that it do play a lot with your environment. I think if we came up in better environments and better systems like a lot of other people who actually run in the world, I think we'd be way much better off. I don't think kids would be out here slinging drugs and trying to drive by and all that. I think that's got an influence on the community that they're around. That don't mean all the kids going to do it, you know, because it could influence other kids to get away from that, but it still come from that environment. It's other kids that never been exposed to anything different. It's probably kids out there can dance, they can probably sing, but they never been exposed to something like that, a program or anything that can help them to tap into that lifestyle. So I don't know. I really think your environment do play a big role though on the outcome and your thoughts.
Yeah, I definitely do too. like Alan was saying, though, it doesn't necessarily control your perception, but it puts a lot in front of you. Like, you are gonna definitely see the world a different way if you got stuff around you that's going on that maybe the average person or other people wouldn't have to deal with. Like, you're definitely going to try to figure out how to navigate with. Some people think that that's the only world that they're going to have. Some people think that that's everybody's environment, you know, when they're going through something or something's popping off in their neighborhood, whatever. But like a lot of people say, Phoenix and a lot of the people say it, you know, it doesn't have a hold on you. You know, you can know. I think like Aquarius was saying it. Like, it could be somebody that grew up in a certain environment, and they're 100% opposite. Like, you can grow up in the same house and be 100% opposite. It's really how you perceive the world. And Phoenix was saying things that's put in front of you that, you know, can show you a different way, and that's what helps you get out. You might go to a friend's house and see, like, you know, they have dinner at the table, or everybody, you know, gets home by a certain time and they had this kind of structure, or everybody got some type of chore they need to do or whatever, you know, and you see other things and realize that it is a different way. But that's what's always helped me stay, I feel like, clear, or like know, decipher right from wrong, or what I don't want in my life based on, you know, some of the things that I was able to see. But, you know, go ahead.
And I saw some people, I know some people and knew some people, because some of these people are no longer with us, that came from a booming environment. Their parents and stuff had money and they lived somewhere else, but they rather to stay around the hood. They was chasing the hood life. They didn't have the struggle mentality, or I gotta work so I get this car, whatever. They was giving cars at 16, giving all this money, but they rather stayed around the struggle, you know, the bullets was flying and where they were struggling at. So I never figured that out. I'm like, you not even from this, but you want this, you know. That was that exciting to them? Did they get an adrenaline rush? I never could understand that. You wasn't from the streets, but you wanted to be in the streets. You know, am I saying that right? Y'all get what I'm trying to say?
I get what you're saying. I mean, I think you were saying something about like people like growing up in a certain environment, but like, you know, not even being attached to it, but still wanting to return to it or still want to stay around it. I mean, the first thing I would say is familiarity. When something's familiar to you, like getting outside of that, like somebody who's used to stimuli, like, you know, police sirens and people outside talking or whatever, or, you know, like DC, you know, I'm used to people playing drums on the streets, like showing you their art and all that type of stuff. And you go to an environment that's dead ass silent. That change alone could be scary to people. Like, they might not be, you know, they so used to certain things going on or certain things happening in the environment, and then you go to silence, you know, that can be a blessing for some, but some people, you know, that just. But I believe in familiarity. I believe in something being familiar to you. And
they never familiar with it. It's like a rich man trying to live as a poor man.
Well, I would attribute that to our entertainment, the whole like aesthetic of what around, you know, being that, sorry y'all, but being that nigga and all that type of shit. And some people do want to seek that out because they look at it as cool. But when you never been through something, you know, and you never had that type of experience, you're going to start clinging to stuff that doesn't serve you at all. You know, and people can tell you all day, oh, no, that's not really good. That's not something you would want to be around if you don't have to. Like, ain't no reason why you should want to adapt to this. But some people, like, you know, they grew up in a choir house, they grew up with structure and everything, and now they get released or able to get out of the environment. Now they want to, like, you know, they want to get around the quote unquote action or whatever too. I've seen that type of, you know, deal. You don't have to, you don't see a lot of images showing Black people outside of the hood mindset. Even these celebrities with so-called money, they pushing this narrative that it's only the hood.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And like I said, rest in peace to those who seek that fast life and was seeking that. They also ended up getting killed in the streets. And I'm like, wow. And nobody could make sense of that. They was like, it didn't even have to be like this, but that's what they wanted. Like you said, Trey, they see the videos and the media, and that's what they wanted, and not knowing how that seedy world or seedy lifestyle could eat somebody up, especially if you ain't from that. What did a trenchman naughty by nature say? If you never been to the ghetto, don't come to the ghetto. Stay the fuck out of the. If that ain't you, if you're not made like that, and
Because they want
unfortunately,
people to fear the ghetto, you know. They never tell you don't go to the suburbs. Be careful in the suburbs. We
no,
call
you got
them
to be careful in the
downtown.
suburbs too, Molly. I'm not talking
Exactly.
about
I know. I'm just saying
about-
the narrative that they push, and you know, that's the narrative that they push, and a lot of people go along with it. I just think that a lot of people don't just sit back and think like it's called a neighborhood, like the projects, like they actually experiment on us. They actually is testing on how we think. They know to throw us a little bone here, we do this. If we do this, they act this way. And what people don't fail to realize that they thinking as adults. Yeah, me right now, when I was a kid, I would have never thought of selling drugs. You know, I'd have known to stay away from this. But when you're a kid, you adapt to your environment. You try to get like your friends. You try to be better at it than they are. So a lot of people speaking on things as an adult, but a lot of those same people sold drugs. They gang bang. They was in the street. So it's just like, where was you? You had that same mind thought. We got to remember, we try to think of it as our 14-year-old, 15-year-old self, or whatever age you was when you was living in these communities. Now that you're older, you know that that's wrong. You know, oh, I shouldn't do that. And you start to get that knowledge as you get older, you know. But when you're young, you don't know. You think, oh, this is what we got to do to survive. I got to help my mom pay the bill. I'm tired of seeing moms crying. I'm tired of seeing us going without nothing to eat. The food stamps don't get through the whole month. People believe that, but no, I don't give it 2-3 people getting it in the house. Them stamps is going to go. Somebody got to make some money. How y'all gonna get around? Who got a car? So them kids, they adapt to their environment. If everybody in the community was business owners, you'll see a lot of 12, 13-year-olds trying to get on their business stuff, but they selling drugs. And they looking like, oh, if I can sell drugs, I can get those shoes. I ain't gotta wear these dirty jeans every day. And then when they start to see some of that money, they just, hey, let's get it. Let's keep eating. That don't mean they want to be violent. That don't mean they like, hey, let's go out there. Now we making money. Let's go out there and start shooting people. Nah, you got other people that just choose not to hustle, and they robbers. They the stick up boys. They waiting for you to make money so they could. That's the way they survive. That's what they adapted to. Same community, but they picked up different habits. You got some that go out there and grind and hustle day up, and you got some dudes sit back and say, "I'm gonna wait till you get it." And when you get it, I'm gonna take it from you. I'm gonna just keep waiting, you know. So it just depends. But I just gotta remind people that we talking about when you was young, not when you was older. Now that you thinking that, because a lot of us made a lot of dumb decisions because we were just adapting to the environment we was in.
The perfect movie that fits this narrative that we're talking about is Trading Places. You remember how when
Morning on the mic.
Hold on, y'all. Somebody slide through here. I think I know who it is. Probably Phoenix. Let me see. I could be wrong.
Coffee on the dash.
Nah, that's who it is. What's up, Slim? Hello, beautiful being. Make sure you unmute your mic when you can.
Hey, y'all. Happy Monday.
Same to you. Same to you, love.
Happy Monday.
But I definitely feel like, but people also got to remember, going to Reese's question again, people also got to remember, just because you're not from an environment don't mean your friends and your family not. So that can have you segue into, what's the question? You was on the screen with us. What's the question? We was
no, you said you was gonna let me know what the question is, and then
Oh yeah, my bad. I thought you answered that. I thought you pulled that up for you. My bad. So the question is, so forget all that for a second, so he can answer the question. Do y'all think a person's environment creates their thoughts? Some people feel like it's a little complicated because they've never been through anything quote unquote good. So you can answer that, Dave.
Do I think a person's environment
creates their thoughts? Shapes their way of thinking, creates their thoughts or whatever. Yeah.
I don't. I don't. Reason being because, you know, I mean, there's people that's been in bad environments and people that's been in good. There's people that's been in bad environments that did good, and there's people that was in good environments and did bad. You know what I mean? So I mean, your thoughts is your thoughts. You know, I mean, you can live in like a real good neighborhood and stuff like that, and watch gangster movies and stuff like that, and think you're a gangster.
Yeah, that's what I said. I've seen people that run to that gangster way, and they not even about their life. They didn't grow up with dirty jeans and struggling to get their money. They grew up with like silver spoons in their mouth. But it's something about that pull. And Trey was saying that was media and the rappers and all that stuff that pulls the generation or the younger people to that lifestyle.
Mhm.
Like Molly was saying, this
Right.
is all a plan. This is all
Exactly.
programming.
Exactly.
All of this is a project.
And that's why it's called projects, because it's all a project. It's all,
It's an experiment.
I mean, you got people that want to sit there and shoot and kill over this block, and all. That's not even really your block. You know what I mean? You're fighting over you know what I mean? Different projects and stuff like that. No, that's not even yours. It's the government. And that's why I tell people, if the government and everything really want to do something. Okay, so let's say I'm claiming A block, but I don't like B block or whatever like that. No, and we beefing and stuff like that. No, if the government really wanted to, they could say, well, we're gonna put you over in B block and put them over to A block. You know what I mean? There's different things that could be done, but like I said, it's a project. You know what I mean? This they want all this chaos and everything like that. No, it's a way bigger picture than what people I think it is.
Yeah, but it's not also in the quote unquote ghetto. These things happen everywhere in the daggone CEO offices, in the suburbs, in the West Bummers. All this
Right.
stuff happens. It's just anybody's way of thinking. You can be in the country
Yeah.
and you have no negativity around you, no influences, but if it's your thoughts that you allow yourself to act upon it, it's just going to be that way. Sometimes it's
Right.
like I said, I think, like I put in the comments, I said most time the internal, like Molly was saying, the inside your house will affect you more than anything. And you could live I don't live in the ghetto majority of my life, the hood, quote unquote, if that's what you want to call it. But the way I was raised or the way I was taught and the way I looked at myself, I was not ghetto. I was not, I had my little moments. I might flip every once in a blue moon. But at the end of the day, that's not who I am normally. You know what I'm saying? And anybody can be pushed to kirk off.
Yeah.
But like I teach my children, like I put the comment about my daughter and it's so funny because I had it on my phone and she heard it and she brought that up and I was like, yeah, we've been up here for 4 years in September. But before that, all of her life, we were in the hood. She heard gunshots every other day. But inside my house, that's not what she heard. Inside my house, I would explain things to her or would try to protect them as much as possible. We can't, do but so much. But as her mom and to her other siblings, I'm like, you are not where you live. You are what you think. Okay. You are what you think and you are how you behave. Anywhere I've lived, people never thought that I was from where I was. Yeah, because I don't have to be crazy just because I'm from there. It doesn't matter where you're from, it's who you are. Street knowledge is bomb. It's good to have that street knowledge, but it's also good to have that book knowledge. It's also good to have that experiences. Good experience. And even the negative ones can make you better because you learn which way not to go. Or you learn how not to act in that way because you see the consequences to those things. So for real, it's more so what's inside your house. Yeah, you got friends on the outside, but your foundation going to make you flip or change your mind because you ain't supposed to be doing that for real. And it's probably these headphones, y'all, so I'm going to mute too while I'm not talking. No daddy.
Oh, but yeah, I like what I'm gonna keep my mic muted too. But when I'm not talking, but I like what Alan was saying about a little reminder, something that I didn't really think about too, even though I should have, because when you're a kid, your parents control your environment. You know, your parents aren't the, you know, you can't control where you stay at. You can't control where you living as a kid. You know, whatever a child's parents determine your environment, not you. So whatever, you know, I'm pretty sure if you could choose to live in a house on the hill, I'm pretty sure you would be there. Like, I'm pretty sure a kid, like, I want a big house. I'm pretty sure you think about those things. People from the same block have become doctors, criminals, entrepreneurs, and pastors, and the environment was the same. The choices weren't. Absolutely. Absolutely. Shit, me and Taz talk about all the
That's true.
time before he moved. We talk about the area that we used to live in Bryan's Road. Be a whole lot of low vibrational shit going on, and you sit in one spot for a long time. I mean, for about an hour, you're gonna see a lot of shit in that little mist of time. That's negative, but that doesn't mean that you like fall in line with whatever it is that you see. I ain't out
And
there
you wouldn't
smoking no.
expect it from there
Yeah.
either. And my apologies, Alan. I wrote ALEN. ALLEN, but it switched to ALAN. So I know how to spell your name. My apologies.
He says, he said at 14 through 15, he said, I was in a bad community. I was in the streets, but I also chose to be in the marching band, music, extracurricular activities that kept me out of the streets. My mindset wasn't about the streets, even though my environment, I mean, it was in my environment. My friends was hustling, but I didn't. Hell yeah, I know a lot of motherfucking plugs. That don't mean I was out there trying to sell nothing. So I know what you mean. Trust me. Well, I like people that, you know, I like people. Now I can't even say I like people that are blessed enough to blah, blah, blah. I am grateful for those that can walk past what they seen and what they dealt with in their environments and find a way, and or they stand up and they say, nah, you know what? I'm not going to be this shit. I'm not going to fall in line with this. I'm going to change my environment. I want to see other things. I want to see what's outside my little city. I know people that ain't never left Bryan's Road. Weezy, Molly, I know where I'm at. Some people ain't never left out of there their whole life. Like their whole life. I don't know how you did that. But, you know, but yeah.
It's up to us to break cycles. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's going off topic and all, but even down to like relationship.
Nah, you on point.
Even not like relationship wise, you know what I mean? Like people say like if you in the environment and you see you know what I mean, domestic violence, whatever, know that you're gonna grow up to be domestic violence and whatever. And I've seen that with my stepfather and everything like that. And all. And I've never put my hands on a woman. You know what I mean? I might, you know, smack her ass. You know what I mean? Every, you know, but you know,
Yeah.
but you know,
I
what
mean,
I'm
we
saying?
like that,
Because
David.
I
So you
tell
know.
You know, that's it. Yeah, that gets a smile out of her. So,
but that's you know what I mean? I chose to break that cycle or whatever like that and all. And as me breaking the cycle, I'm teaching that to my kids. You know what I mean? My sons have never put their hands on a woman or whatever like that. No, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And that's what's got to be done. You know what I mean? Cycles got to be broke, and then the broken cycles has to be taught.
yeah, I feel you on that. That's all right, Chow. I'm glad you're
That's
listening
right.
and tapping in regardless. He said, really great topics this morning. Definitely appreciate it. Please send us anything you think, you know, we should be talking about any day of the week for real. But he said, really great topics this morning, y'all. I'm listening. I can't type too much. I'm doing some overtime today. So I'm in a different truck. This shit got a camera in. Hell yeah. That Amazon shit, trust me. Don't look down too long, nigga. Don't look out the window. I'll be looking at that bitch with the fat ass and everything and then get you a violation on your camera and shit, because they will call your ass right away. So be safe. And, you know, if you tapped in, able to listen, that's enough. Comment when you stop. Comment when you park that drain, but don't, you know, nothing before. Just be safe on the road, child.
Yeah. And I agree. But yeah, I agree with you, David. That's important. And also with the, you know, you see things, like Trey was saying, see things, able to walk past. It's important as a parent to have those conversations with your kids, because you're not the only one. If you have children, or even if you have nieces, nephews, siblings, you know, you as a person who are more aware, even though children are aware, they see things, they may not be able to process them. Talk to them up and tell them about what they see. See if they have questions. My kids, they've been around those who are handicapped, or they've seen people who are homeless. We were homeless at one point. We were in the shelter, you know, but they see people on the street and they ask questions. And my kids, I'm just so blessed to have kind-hearted children. They always want to help others. And so I talk to them about certain things, and I let them know,
nice.
you know, sometimes people are on the street because they choose to. A lot of times people on the street because they can't afford to live the way that society wants them to live or say they have to live. And they mark up, I have these conversations with my children because they need to understand anybody can be in the streets. A lot of people are just half a check away from being on the streets. So it's, don't ever put your nose up or think shut up, Alan, think that you're better than someone because you live somewhere. You don't know what mommy has to do, or you don't know what your dad has to do. You don't know what your family has to do to make sure that you're in this place here, whether it's in the quote unquote hood or it's in the uptown where I am now. You do not know what it takes to make sure that you are covered and protected. So, I have these conversations with these children, and we could say that, okay, but that don't mean you ain't supposed to tell them. Damn it. Talk to your kids, especially if they ask questions. Especially if they ask questions.
I got a question for you, Famous. And since it's on topic, all in the realm of what we're talking about, I wanted to ask, what are some of the things that your kids didn't ask you that you decided to ask them about to see if they were thinking about it, if they were conscious of it, if it bothered them or whatever? I'm grateful that you have. I mean, that makes sense because of your spirit, but I'm glad that you had kids that do care enough to give a shit. You have some kids that be like, ew, homeless person, or, ew, somebody on the street or whatever it might be, because of their parents probably thinking ignorant or saying ignorant shit. But what are some of the things that, like, and anybody can answer, any of the parents can answer, when it comes to the environment where you was raised at, where you had to raise your kids at, some of the things I've been through, what are some of the things that, like, you brought to them and asked them about, and to see if they were thinking about or conscious of?
Well, I start my children off very early with giving. When they're little and they're old enough to maybe about 2, 3, when they're old enough to walk or do something, or I'll start doing it in front of them. And then when they get of that questioning age, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I'll say, hey, you see that person right there? They're asking for money. Well, why? It's a whole problem. Well, why they ask for money, mommy? Why they sitting right there? How come they not in the house? And I almost not necessarily set up certain things, but I put them in front of things because it's life. And you just never know. So I'd rather them know that kindness has nothing to do with anybody else tells you. It's from your heart. And it's the true representation of who you are and your character. And so you don't have to give just because they ask. But if you feel the need to give, then do it. I also have to tell my son, because my youngest, well, all my kids are like this, but my youngest son has such a big heart. He will give all his stuff. And I used to be like that. So I had to explain to him, even to this day, I'll give you what I got on. You know what I'm saying? But now I know I can't be walking around like that because I might get arrested or get snatched up. We can't do that. But I had to explain to him because I had just went to the store, got him some lunch. And he always asked me to buy extras for his friends. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Well, this time he asked me to buy extras for his friends. And we were walking. He saw a homeless guy, and then he's like, well, can I give him one of my things? I said, yeah, go ahead if you want to. He gave it to him. The guy said, thank you. We went downstairs. We get ready to get on the train. It was a father and his children, and he was by himself. And I don't know what my son saw. Maybe he felt like he may have been less fortunate, and he did look like he was struggling. And they also see me help parents, so they help me see other people too. Fathers, mother, I don't care who you are, I'm gonna help you. And so he walked up. He said, "Mommy, I'm gonna give him my food for the babies." And I looked at him. I said, "So what you gonna eat?" But I'm like, "So what you gonna eat?" He said, "I might eat at school, or I'll just eat when I come home." I said, "Are you sure?" He said, "Yes." Okay.
I do love that though.
If he allows you to give the stuff to him, to the kids, then yes, you can. But ask permission first. And he asked, and the guy looked at me, and I was like, "It's okay." And he told me, yeah, he did. And I went to him. I said, "Now I appreciate your heart. I love the fact that you are kind and that you did that. I want you to also know that you cannot always give your last." I said, now it's not your last because you have me, but if you did not have me, it would be your last. So it's nothing wrong with sharing, but also take yourself into consideration when you do these things. So, and they're all pretty much like that. Now, my oldest daughter, she gonna share, but she gonna share with a limit. You ain't taking all her stuff. But she will give.
That's rational.
My oldest son is like that. He'll give and he'll be like, "Mom, I'm trying to help this, or can you help me do this?" Or my friend, like his friend, he went to school with, just get ready to have a baby, and he didn't really have the money, and he wanted to get them some diapers and stuff, basically, so he can have a baby. So he asked for me. Of course, he asked to borrow. That boy ain't got no money right now, and even if he asked to borrow, I ain't gonna ask for it back. It don't matter. But they always look out for other people. So I'm just grateful that I was raised that way. My grandmother, my mother, my aunts and uncles, my dad, you know, whenever we had in abundance, we made sure that abundance went to someone who did not have. Even for Christmas, they would have gifts for us, and they would pull out a certain amount. We thought that was all of it, but they will always say, you can pick, I want you to go through these and pick one or two things, and we're going to give them to children that don't have anything. And at first you'd be like, I got to give it away. But then they say, yes, some children don't get toys. Some kids don't get to have it. And so when they explained that to us, I was excited every year to do it. So it's just up to those in your household to teach. And I always say that. That's why I say it's the teachers' fault. Ain't no teachers' fault. You the first teachers. Don't blame these teachers for what your kids don't know. You're the first teachers. Don't blame everybody in the street or the government for what's going on with these kids. It's on us.
That's
so
fine.
if we
Read
can
that comment for me
humanity,
too,
oh yeah,
when
what Alan said, I keep my kids grounded in reality. I don't sugarcoat anything. They know this world can be harsh, and if you want something, you've got to fight for it. I teach them to be kind and to give when they can, but also teach them that kindness without wisdom can be dangerous. Yes, indeed. We live in a world where some people mistake kindness for weakness, so have a good heart and don't let anyone take advantage of it. And that's what I tell my children. And I'm telling you, my girls are more guarded, and I really need to figure out why they're more guarded in a way. But my sons, them hearts are on them sleeves. And I like, please do not let my baby's heart get stepped on. And of course, it's nothing I can do about it because life's going to do it, you know. And just like my girls, they're a little more guarded, but they have their hearts on their sleeve too. And I see my oldest daughter with, you know, when she's dating and stuff she deals with. And then my middle daughter, my second daughter, she's like, but she has little crushes. But then when somebody act, you know, I see their hearts, and it's like, don't let them go out into this world and just be crushed. But it's nothing we can do about it, you know. And like Alan said, you just teach them. You teach them. You can't sugarcoat. You can't hide the world. You just be that space for them where they can come in and release all that shit. Be their shelter, be their comfort, you know, be their covering. You can't, like you said, you can't fake it, but you can also be their soft place to land. And as you be their soft place to land and they out into this world, they will learn how to do it for themselves, because you're not going to always be available and you're not going to always be here. So if you teach your children not only how to be kind and protected, have discernment and have good character, they will be able to function properly in this world. Like I say, I am cultivating whole children. I'm not sending them out here halfway. I'm not sending them out here to go up and get their ass kicked and get their ass whooped. I mean, we all got to do it. You can't prepare for everything, but at least they're going to have that foundation. At least they're going to have that foundation while they get knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
Excuse me on this Motivational Monday. While the world beating their ass.
I'm motivated not to get my ass whipped. So
you're like, you know what? My mother, my dad, my grandma, my friends, my neighbors, my mothers, my additional aunties and uncles taught me it's okay, because get up swinging, you know, and then I can always call them and get replenished. So yeah,
that's tough. I like that. That's solid.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Rise and grind.
Welcome back.
Wake the city up. From the streets to the boardrooms. It's the Morning Max Show. Every morning, 10:30 a.m. to 12:30. Let's go. Tune in every morning, city locked in live. Morning Max Show, where the real ones thrive. Positivity, motivation, conversations raw. Al's question of the day got the whole world involved. From the hustle to the healing, we speak light through the pain. Special guests dropping gems while we building up the game. Whole squad on go. Wake up and boss up with the Morning Max Show. Molly Mal bring the energy, pressure and facts. Trade money, keep it solid when the combo get cracked. Alding and McFarlane dropping wisdom and grace. While DJ slide, I set the vibe with the bass. Blue Phoenix rising, motivation on flame. Mission Merit bring perspective while elevating the game. We ain't just talking, got it in the lane. One shot, one crew. What you gonna do? Fellas, question of the day. What you gonna say? Fellas, question of the day. One name, one you got a reason, bring it to the mic. If you mean that answer, make it here right.
All right, y'all. So we got the question of the day. Thank you, Al, for that. Giving it to us every day, giving us solid little things to discuss and speak on. You got A, B, C, D for this one. Let's see. It says, which would you rather have for the next 10 years? Next 10 years, y'all. So it's whole 10 years. It says, A, unlimited money, but no free time. Okay. B, unlimited free time, but average income. C, a job you love that pays enough. And D, a business you own with no guarantees. Y'all already know how we doing with the ladies first. So either one of y'all, whoever speaks first is welcome to go between the two ladies.
Okay. Well, I already have a business I own with no guarantees. That's life. I think I would C.
Okay, which is the job you love that pays enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that means I'm doing something that I love and it's enough to pay all my bills. And so yeah, that's definitely living. I mean, because you got to guarantee you got enough to pay everything. So that's great. I already have, like I said, I'm already running a business now with no guarantees. So yeah, that would be me for me at this point and to have that for the next 10 years, for me, that'll be security. I don't have to worry about certain things and and all that stuff. Yeah. For the next 10 years. Please. That's grace. That's grace. Yeah. Phoenix, what do you think?
I'm gonna go a little unrealistic, but it's kind of realistic. I'm gonna say B. Unlimited time, but average income. I'm gonna say that because I did kind of operate in that way, and I was always taken care of and needed nothing. So I had the average income, but because of the things I was doing in my free time, the help I was giving others, my volunteer work and all types of stuff, I was always cared for. So I'm gonna say B. And I'm gonna pass it to Male.
Yeah, I seem like everybody going with B as well. I chose B. I see JB. I see Taz. He put in there B as well. I'm getting feedback from somebody. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the unlimited time, but average income. I don't need to be a millionaire. Most people they got a lot of money, but it ain't just for them. It's just so they can do for others. So it's just like I have all the time in the world. I'd rather have time than money. So it's each his own. I just feel like a lot of times having a lot of money can be hurtful for a lot of people. You got alcoholics out here. He hit the lottery for $1 million. You think he just getting one drink a day? That's going to turn to however many drinks he want. And it's just the same thing with any other drug. And I consider food as a drug as well. So people can eat what they want. They eat bad, they're going to eat even more terrible. So I don't know. Overall, I choose B, unlimited time, free time, but average income. So David Green, I'm going to go to you, Dave. What's your thoughts on it? Which one you going with?
I'm going with C. A job you love that pays enough. Reason being is because like if you had a job you love, it if you had a job that you love going to and everything and all, like the day and everything goes by real fast. I mean, I don't know. It seems like I don't know, a good example. The job that I go to, whatever. No, when I'm at certain positions or whatever like that. No, I love it or whatever. I work 4 nights. I go to work, having fun and everything. Next thing you know, it's like bam, the 4 nights is done and I'm enjoying my weekend or whatever. then go back and then, you know, doing the same thing, and then bam, next you know it's payday and another weekend and stuff. You know what I mean? I mean, I go with C. It's pretty much what I got now. I guess gonna pass it to Trey.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing about C. I love B when it comes to thinking about it on the outside, but I don't know if unlimited time, not trying to make it all deep, y'all, but I don't know if unlimited time is like your life, or just unlimited time with just like having not to be tied to a job or something. You know, if that's the case, then I would choose B. But with C though, and I just know unlimited time is not really a thing. But to me, a job that you love is more realistic. I was just talking to Taz about this last night, that I love what I'm doing right now. You know, I treat this like a job. I think about how I'm gonna be better each day, or how I'm gonna improve things just like I would a job. You know, if I was working for somebody else or whatever, like I see that the same way. And if this is paying me enough to me is you not talking about some, oh well, I don't know if I'm gonna get no gas this week because I think I want to try to make it stretch. And if I got a job that most people gotta work, and even when you get rich, you're still working in some way. So I feel like I'll never get away from the job aspect. I do like the unlimited time part, though. Don't get me wrong. But when you say average income might not necessarily be enough. Average income is average, meaning it's, you know, common for other people. It's tied to other people, I feel like. So the average income might be low as fuck. But if it's enough, then I feel like I'm good. Ain't no waiting to the next check. Enough is enough to, like, in my opinion, is enough to actually save, put a little bit to the side, still be good. Like I said, if I'm getting up and I can, you know, wash my face, wash my ass, and get on here and be making the money that I need to make to survive and sustain, then I feel just like David just said. I feel like I already got pretty much, you know, what I want for the most part. I love doing what I do, you know. So, you know, if I'm going to, you know, we going to Reese's shows and everything, and we getting paid for this, and I'm going with Molly to go do this, and I'm getting paid for that. That's shit that I love. So, you know, I would take C. I know the common answer is B and all that shit. I don't give a fuck because I chose C. But that's
But
why I
that's not
chose
the
C.
common
Answer
answer.
is C. Yeah, a lot more people pick C too.
Oh,
You
I
know,
seen the comments was saying B with the unlimited
yeah,
time.
C would be as well.
Oh, okay. But yeah,
That's,
I'm definitely picking C for myself.
yeah, we definitely got some C's. I just it's back to Riri. I think she picked C as well because
Okay.
I'm hearing like, is it a job for another person? Because I see a business you own with no guarantee. So if it's like the job can't be like your business, it can't be like, oh, I got a company and you know it pays enough. It's like you work for somebody and you on their time, meaning that even if you want to enjoy time with your family, vacation don't matter. You got to come to work, you know. Like that's how I looked at it more with the job. Even if
Yeah.
you love that job, it's like at the end of the day, you sick, your ass 5, you don't get in here. We need a doctor. Limited time. I just feel like the world, like if you was on your deathbed, the last thing you're gonna be thinking about all that job I love. You're gonna be thinking about the time you could have had here and there, or more time you could have spent here. That's why I just think a job, but the business wise, that's the only way I stayed away from C. 'Cause that was my
Yeah.
answer was C, but I'm like, nah, job, that's for somebody else because I seen business. So I'm like, it ain't gonna never be a job I love that pays enough for somebody else if I can have a limited time. And the average pay income in America is 80-some thousand, the average, you know, household. So I don't know if they talking
That's
about
smarter because I ain't would take that into consideration. That's smarter.
you know, so
It goes by your location.
Yeah.
But in our area, it's definitely 80 some thousand supposedly. Mm-hmm.
30, 40 over here, huh? I'm D-Ray, you got any more sentiment on you? It's going back to you. You
Oh,
muted.
your mic is muted.
I'm muted. Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead, Ree.
Is that the average that we earn, or is that the average that we need to make it out here? Because we all know what we earn and what we need is totally sometimes two different things. Some people
right
got to
about
get a
that.
couple of jobs just to make it up to that average income, just to qualify for that mortgage or for that loan or for that apartment. So the average income is 80,000, but what is it for a single
Well,
person?
they say personal 45,000, and they got medium earning 63,000.
Okay.
Shit. Yeah, so about 40 to 60.
Shit. Watch how I make 60 band. I don't give a fuck if it was 40. Watch how I make 40 or 60 work a year.
What
You
I
know?
wanted to say about when it's a job you love, like when I was in the medical field, when I was doing that, I was working for somebody else, but I loved the job because I got a chance to meet people, and I felt like I was helping and people, which I was, and it was, that part was like awesome. So did become a job. It became more of a career because I liked some of the patients more than I did my own family members. I would rather spend the time with patients that love me and appreciate me than some family members who look down on you all the time. So I guess it depends on where you are in life, in your personal life, or where you are. Everybody's answer is going to be different. But I would rather have a career or have a job that takes care of all my bills. That way, that allows me to give some to my family, to make enough that I don't need to be a millionaire. If I got enough that I can help people, do things, pay my bills, and be comfortable, and plus you have a career that you could go to every day, because when you love what you do, they say it's a career. Have a career that you could go to every day. It feels good, That's why I picked C. Like I said, I've already lived the other ones. So I had a job that I had to work, and I said that's a job. Had to work for like 12 days a week, and a week only has 7 days, but I felt like I was working so, and not spending no time with the family. And then when I had the time to spend with the family, I was like, no, I need to get back to work for some peace of mind.
Yeah.
So
I love JB's answer. He was saying something about no job will ever love you back. Thank you, Molly.
Mm-hmm.
He said no job will ever love you back. Always think this is a stepping stone to become independent. If they pay me $1,000 a week, they probably making 4,000 or more off me. Yeah, but also that depends on what kind of job you have. Because, for instance, I consider this to be a job for me. This is something I need to show up to, be on time with, be on point with. Like the stuff that we say on here and all that shit matters. That shit is running in my mind. What's going on with shit on the screen, all that type of stuff. So if it's something that you love still, like, and that's what you consider to be a job, then I feel you with the working for other people and everything. Luckily, I feel like I'm in a position where I'm working with, Reese, as opposed to necessarily working for her. But like, it's not my entity. So it's still like the same thing as working a job. But if I'm in a different position and it's paying me what I need to pay, while paying enough, then I'm still good with that. But I do like your comment though, JB.
Yeah, I love his comment, and I just think that's when, I felt the same way at one point in life. And then I started to ask questions, like most of the companies that people work for and they love so much, they will fire you in a heartbeat. They don't give no fucks about you. So it'd be weird to hear people love something so much they don't love them back, So that's why I be worried about, I just like, I don't mind people, doing what you gotta do, but it's always good, like JB said, to try to become independent, because you can leave your kids things that's independent. If you got your own and you build something, because that's what they doing. A lot of people don't understand that the company you work for, they started on some date. It could have been 100 years from now, but it took people just like them other entrepreneurs to come together and say, you know what, I want to start a business. And as they started to build, they was able to employ people. So I'm on that journey, and I just feel like that would benefit me and my family more. I can't leave my kid a 100-figure job, even if I made 100,000 a year. I can't just say, "Hey, look, I was working here. I'm gonna let you take this back." You're gonna have to go through the same process, and it might be harder for them, So that's why I'm more stuck on the unlimited time, the average income, because that don't mean I gotta work a job. That just means that I got limited time. I can make as much money as I want. I can be a millionaire. I can be as much as I want, but I just know I'm making enough that I can sustain my lifestyle, whatever it might be, and I still got time to spend with my loved ones and the people I like. What up, Weezy?
Oh no, I was just agreeing. That's why I picked B as well. Time is way more important than money. It's
I just
way,
got a
way
little
more.
I just got a little scared with the not scared, you know what I mean, but a little. It made me look like kind of pull back a little bit with the unlimited time because I was thinking like that's what made me because I love B. That would have been my first choice, but when I thought unlimited time, I'm thinking about everybody else passing and you gotta watch it. Like they ain't got unlimited time, but you do. So like I can have all the time in the world to do whatever, but if they don't, then I feel like I'm watching a lot more people go than I would need to. Like because whenever my time came, I feel like that would just subject me to, you know, I'm cool with the what it say for time of average income. I'm cool with the unlimited time, but if I can't give that to other people, that's what like stop for me.
Well, yeah,
Uh,
that your comment was
yeah,
it's nothing wrong with what you chose though.
Mhm.
yeah. But I love these questions of the day. So Al, if you still tapped in, thank you for keeping it rolling for us. Like that opens up a lot more. He gives me a lot to consider and think about that I don't know. Like you said the other day, Phoenix, he gave me a lot to consider and think about when I don't normally be,
Yeah.
consciously think about this type of stuff.
Yeah, I just noticed that like a lot of people miss functions, and I'd be like, damn, why you ain't come? Even funerals. Oh, I had to work. I couldn't get off. So it's like they love that job. They love it so much that they will miss their fucking kid's birthday. They will miss their grandmother's funeral. I don't see no good out of that. And I'm taking a limited time, meaning that I got all the time in the world to make that funeral, to make that birthday party. It ain't that I'm saying people pass me by. I'm saying people that they don't have the time that I had. I can pop up on them at their job. Hey, what's up? I can pop up on you on lunch break because I got unlimited time. And I just think that overall, them same people that's striving for that money, when you get sick and you can't work, you can wish you had more time. You can look back at all them 12, 14-hour shifts. Yeah, it got you money, but that money ain't gonna do nothing but pay for these hospital bills. So I just like if I had the option to have unlimited time to spend with y'all on here, to hang out with my family, my kids, and go to every game and every function they have, man, I'd be good. And I still have an average income. That's winning to me. It's a lot of events my daughter had that I can't make it because I was on a gig, and that's just owning my own business. I got a contract. I can't miss out on this shoot because they will sue me or they will find a way to talk negative about my business. So I just wish I always had unlimited time because I would never miss a function
I
ever.
see how y'all seeing it. So y'all seeing it as a limited time in terms of availability, not life the way I was thinking.
Yes, but
Okay.
because it's for 10 years. He said
Yeah.
for
Oh
10
well, yeah.
years.
10 years. Yeah, I gotta remember
And
that
and
too.
it's and I've had that as well, like being able to be home, um, being able to be home and like Molly was saying, be able to do things without worrying about, oh, do I got to do this? Do I got to do that? When I had that time home, I wasn't really home. I was home, but I was everywhere. I went to help at CFSA. I was able to go and work with other people doing my life coaching. It was like you have more time to branch out. And like I said, even during that time, I may not have been making the money that I would have made working, but all my needs were always taken care of. I be done got gift cards. I'm like, dang, I ain't even know I was gonna get a gift card. Here go my groceries. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's always I'm always, we're always being taken care of. And then on top of that, I was doing hair, I was doing helping clean house, I was doing different things. So no matter what I would have had or the money I had coming in, I always found ways to make more money. So yeah. In the next 10 years, my baby about to be 11. That's just 21. That's good. You know what I'm saying? And I already said by the time they get out here, I'm getting me an RV and I'm out of here. So I need the time to make sure I'm able to tend to them and like do what I do now. But by the time they get to a certain age, I'm gone.
Yeah, I definitely feel you on that. I don't do too much switching of the answers, but really considering the 10-year part, I think I will go with B. I don't switch up too often, but I think I will go with B only because of the 10-year thing. I was thinking a lot longer. I went past that, even though I read it. For some reason in my mind, I went past that 10-year time frame. And people don't live forever. People, drop like flies. And after Molly saying something about like missing events, because he had obligations and stuff, that did change my perspective a little bit. So I'll choose B for the sake of that 10-year time frame. If I know it's guaranteed, I know whatever conditions it is stops after that 10 years, and I just gotta work with whatever situation for that 10 years, I'll go with B, actually.
Yeah, there's still some good ones. Riri, you had to pick another one, other than the one you already chose.
It's still going to be C. And what was A again?
A was
but no free time.
Yeah,
10 years, unlimited money, but no free time.
Straight grinding. You go home, go to sleep. Ain't no going to the tiki bar and shit. Ain't no going to the lounge.
I did that too.
I don't like that. I did that. Don't like that.
You got D as well, which is a business you own with no guarantees. And then
I got that. Doing that now. Don't want that.
Okay, I feel it. And then limited free time, but average income.
Yeah, I think that it would have to be B and C for me.
Okay.
C then B. C then B. Yeah.
Okay. Still leading with C. I feel you. That's what's up, though. Love the perspectives. Thank you, Al.
What about you, Weed?
Al, in our family, sometimes spending too much time around certain family members is draining and toxic itself. So we have to dip off sometime.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it's like that in everybody's family, but some
shoot, if you got the free time, you just walk on, go somewhere.
And walk your ass right the fuck about there.
Yeah, you'll be back to work. You love it. You'll get to work tomorrow.
Hell yeah. What was you gonna choose, Phoenix? Like if you had a secondary choice other than the one
I'm
that you
still
chose.
picking B because I've done all these. Even with the business.
Two choices. You gonna do B?
Oh well, then I'm still gonna do B. I mean, I could do C. I've done C, but it still gets to the point where the reason why I stopped working is because I thought, and I'm like, I'm trading my time for a certain amount of money per hour.
Yeah.
And that's why I stopped working initially.
You want BB? I mean, I'm trying to understand that.
Yeah, I'm picking B twice.
Double B.
I've done A.
Double down.
I've done A, and that kills you.
Double B's.
C, I've done that. It's a job you love, but at the end of the day, the reason why I stopped working initially is because I'm sitting here thinking like, damn, I'm working all these hours. I was working 2 jobs. I was in school doing all this other stuff. And in them 2 jobs, one job I was trading an hour for $17. The other job I was trading an hour for, I think it was like 16 or 16.50 or something like that. That's not, that's why I stopped working initially, because I'm just like 1 hour of my time, they're only paying me this amount of money.
Yeah.
But the key is that you making enough money.
No, I know. I said that's why I stopped working initially.
Yeah.
Because
she was explaining
I'm just explaining because that's what my mindset was. I'm like, wait a minute, I deal with all this stress. I got to deal with all these attitudes. I got to do all this stuff, and they only paying $17 per hour of my life.
Yeah.
That's why I stopped working. D.
It sound like you like them jobs even.
No, I did love my job, but it gets to the point where you start to notice and realize things.
You start to weigh that shit out. Yeah.
Yeah, and then with the business, I'm in the business now. I have a business now, and it's nothing is guaranteed. Of course, you still got to put that time in. And with a business, you work your business until it start. You work your business like a job until it start paying you like a business. So there's still time you have to put in there. So I've done all these things, and I've done B. I've been able to be home or have unlimited time and do what I need to do or what I want to do within that time, and still make time and effort for other people. You know what I'm saying? So I've done it all. I'm still picking B.
Solid.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, if it wasn't for Ree, I wouldn't be working with her.
I feel you.
If it wasn't for the love I had for my girl, no, she know that. She know I love her. But it wasn't for Reese. If it wasn't for her, I probably wouldn't be working now.
Well, I wish I knew y'all around the time when y'all was A. I think people just paying attention to the no free time. But I don't believe any of y'all had unlimited money. I did live a life when I had no free time.
No, not unlimited money. No, I'm just saying like working without.
That's exactly what A is. It's unlimited.
Oh, money. Unlimited money. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't have the unlimited money, but I ain't had no free time.
But I can hear y'all saying I experienced all these things. I'm like, shit. I wish I experienced all these things. So my second one would be A. I would definitely, if I can grind for 10 years and have unlimited money to pay and build the fortune that I want for my family and the next generation to come behind me, I'm going with A. I might not have the free time. I done got limited money with no free time. But I damn sure would do A with unlimited money with no free time. I don't know what the word. I think that free time caught y'all because I don't think any of y'all had unlimited money with no free time. So throw me that one time for 10 years. Man,
Yeah, I see.
You know, so I definitely do that. It's
what
something
would
I
you
haven't free
do?
time, but we already experienced that. Y'all done said y'all experienced that already. So
You couldn't spend the
experience
unlimited
it again with
money.
unlimited money.
Yeah.
People Amazon shop at work. What are you talking
Hell
about?
yeah. Have shit groceries at their door before they get there.
Packages. Yeah, you can come home to groceries and all. Hey, look, don't worry about how I'm gonna spend my money.
Look,
Just
come
know,
home with stolen packages.
if Reese needs something for the next
Not where
10
I'm
years,
live.
I got you. Reese, Weezy, any of y'all need something for the next 10 years? I got unlimited money. I got you. I might can't come out and enjoy the day with y'all. I might can't enjoy the event, but in 10 years I will, you know. But for the next 10 years, I'm gonna grind out for y'all, for the people I love. So if I had everything
I'll
is for the
stack it
people
for
I
you.
love, I
Unlimited
can give you
money. I'll
time
stack it for you.
or money. If I can't give you all the time, I'm at least give you the money. But if I can give you all the money, I'm not gonna be able to give you the time. So I'm going with BA, you know.
Okay. I like that.
What about
like
you,
that.
Jay? What's your secondary answer?
My second answer would be unlimited time, free and every. I think my second answer would be D.
Let me see what that is. That's business you own with no guarantees. Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Is that because you want a business, or like, you know, you want to have a business and establish it? Okay.
And I feel that, you know, I mean, once I get a business, I think personally I think it would be successful or whatever. You know what I mean? I'm just going by my mindset and everything.
I feel you. Because that mindset matters. I feel you. Somebody watching something on their device or whatever, you know. But yeah. The only reason that I didn't go with the because I seen the unlimited money part. Trust me, I noticed that. But I just felt like that would still take away my time from my people. Like, I feel like maybe if I was like, you know, 18, 20 or whatever, I would have used that 20 to 30 year mark, because it wasn't shit going on in life where I had like crazy obligations or crazy things. That was the time where I was working, but that's the time where all my friends was, you know, turning up. Oh, let's turn up. Let's go to the club. Let's pop a bottle and all that shit. I never was into that anyway.
That's
So
not
I'm
here, or that's Trey.
Oh. Is it me?
That's my ear.
Oh, okay. But I was saying, yeah, with the unlimited money part, that's dope for the unlimited money, but I feel like I'm cutting off 10 years. I feel like if I ain't got no time, I ain't got time for shit. So when you said something, Molly, about like funerals and people like missing stuff or important events for your daughter, I'm thinking about stuff like that too. So if there's anything going on, I feel like I'll never be able to. I'll miss so much, and I feel like I'll regret. I mean, unlimited money, maybe you won't, but I feel like I would really regret and miss a lot of things that would matter to me to be seen. Like my sister's graduation, little small stuff, her prom, stuff like that. I feel like I would miss it. I had unlimited money. Yeah, I can have her, you know, pulling up in a Rolls Royce if I want to, but I just won't see it from my own eyes, and I don't want to like absorb everything digitally. You know, I know I'll see the videos, I know I can watch it live, but I want to be in her presence or whatever, like for stuff going on like that. So the unlimited money is dope as shit, but I will still, even with changing my answer, and that's changing the direction of this, it's gonna be C and B, just because I feel like I don't want to be, you know, I'm fine with average money. I'm fine with whatever average might be. I'm below average, so I'm fine with, you know, getting the average, you know. So
yeah, even with D, when we're talking about having a business and everything and all, in order to have a business, you got to have good credit, and you know what I mean, or you know what I mean, you know, at least decent credit or something like that. No, so that's another part of the reason why I chose.
I know. Told you that day.
You don't need good credit. It's the paper. It's logistics on paper and your money. Not correcting you or nothing, but just it's not.
Nah, somebody probably told Dave so he don't start a business. Boy, your credit ain't right yet. You gotta wait. Nah, you can start a business right now.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh,
Somebody probably was trying to put it in your ear so they can put you on pause while they try and build their shit with their bad credit. JB said JB said Molly Robinson facts. I ain't need to call your government out there like that. Molly facts about leaving kids something because my granddaughter watched me make soap and always say that she can do that too. Yeah. That's that motivational part. Some people have no family. Some people have no family, no kids. That's why I said everyone's answer would be different because we all are different. But this is only for the next 10 years, not for life. So 10 years you can. Yeah, I feel you. Like I said, when I was younger, before my sister was born, all that type of shit, like what shit didn't really matter to me too much.
Sad. No, you got no family and no kids. That's a sad life.
It is sad as shit. Like then I wouldn't care. Then the A would be the ultimate choice, and I wouldn't give a fuck. And, but because I have other people to consider is what alters my answer. AQ said, "Okay, I'm back, y'all. I'm at work. I'm super nauseous this morning. Okay, I hope you feel better. Damn, I take a pregnancy test tomorrow. God damn.
Uh-oh.
Power to you.
Shoot,
let us know.
All them lunch breaks.
Yeah, in the Maybach.
Yeah, all them times.
You stay out the Maybach. Then yeah.
Mom, you got unlimited time over there.
Yeah, I'm already hip now. But I hope you feel better. You don't need any credit to have a business. You can start a business and then open up a business credit line with the LLC or 501c3 and open a business line of credit. Yeah, very true. I don't know who gave him that, but I'm glad somebody on here was motivated to tell him that shit is not true.
Okay, all right. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Uh-huh. Thank you. In the back of the Maybach, if I was in the back of the Maybach, some shit might.
Maybach music. We love you too, Aquarius.
Oh shit! But
Is a Maybach a Rolls Royce?
no, wow, no, don't disrespect Mercedes like that, please. Maybach
And
is
what's the Aston Martin?
Aston Martin is
A Rolls Royce?
Nah, it's not a.
No, Rolls Royce is just a Rolls Royce.
Isn't it?
Yeah, Maybach is a Benz.
Yeah, that's a Mercedes.
Like
Aston Martin, I think isn't that the name of the actual brand? So you just have different types of Aston Martin.
Yeah, like a lot of them be having like them be the expensive cars, but they fuck around be Toyota, so you never know. They be having a more expensive.
Hell yeah.
Let me see who make Aston Martin.
You got a Honda engine up under that motherfucker. You talking about Aston music and shit. Okay. Nah, Maybach is a Benz. Big body Benz. That's where Aquarius, you can find Aquarius at. You looking for her? Look for a Maybach. She ain't one of them.
She's in the back of the Maybach.
Okay.
Shouting in the back, in the Maybach, digging in the sink with the gate.
In that case, I'm changing my D to well, it's got to be B because my daughter's only 12, so no time or whatever. I mean, I'll be missing her graduation, be missing all kinds of junk along. So
you be missing events.
I'll be missing everything until she's 22. So.
Yeah, keep you busy, so you need unlimited time. But instead, what you said, you want to work more, right?
No. My initial one was C, the job that you love. That was the initial, right?
They make the money.
That'll keep you still
all
busy.
your needs. If it's your needs, I got a job.
In the business, it really keep you busy.
So I'm gonna.
Damn, you all up here
with B.
Pick up them bottles and shit. Louisville, don't forget the gangster. Okay, I ain't forget about that, Slim. I already know what the action happened. Now you ain't gotta tell me twice. But yeah, you don't need a business. You don't need a good credit to start a business. It's about money, like the money or the resource, like support or how you move on paper. Understanding how to move on paper. opposed
Coffee
to a lot
on
of
the
shit.
dash,
For the fact.
pages in your hand.
Credit
Big
opens up a
moves,
lot
small
for a lot,
laughs,
but
right at your
you can
command.
move
Mac
around.
got the truth and the jokes
So
on
don't be
deck.
deterred
It's the
from
day filled
starting your
with the
business
fix
now,
direct.
David.
Listen close, now it's time to ride.
Appreciate everybody tapping in with us. Make sure y'all hit that like, that share button, subscribe. You watching on YouTube. 20 Man Green, we starting with you, brother. Give us some good energy so we get up out of here.
Like I always say, work the job, don't let the job work you.
Work the job, don't let the job work you. Wee.
Happy Monday yet again. Live, laugh, love, and learn every day, all day, in any way and every way. We thank everybody who tuned in. I appreciate the question, Allen with the ALLEN. Thank you for tuning in, and we did miss your response. I'm pretty sure you got busy, but thank you for the question of the day. Thank you for everybody that tuned in. Thank you for the amazing panel. I love you guys.
Love you too.
Thank you for her entire stockness and allowing us to continue with her on and having the most amazing day. And make sure that your week or your strength does not continue with you worrying. No worries. It's strong. No weak. We strong, y'all. I'm glowing, Aquarius girl. I got every type of pimple you can find, but I appreciate it. I do.
You know, she shouldn't have wore that shit looking like that. You know, I was on screen and see somebody looking like a hot ass mess walking across the street. But that's okay. Number one, mind your own damn business when I'm gonna start practicing. So tunnel vision only. Tunnel vision on your focuses, tunnel vision on the things that make you happy, tunnel vision on the things that are going to make your life what it needs to be. It's not about the bag. It's not about nothing external. It's about fulfilling your purpose and figuring out whatever your mission is. You know, be motivated. I don't want nobody to be mad on a Monday. I don't want you to start your week off mad about shit, you know. I want y'all to be happy. I love where I am, what I'm doing, what I'm immersed in. So try to find your lane, even before it pays. Find your lane that you're comfortable sitting in where you can enjoy a little bit more of life.
Look at the clouds and the trees.
Yep. gotta put it in your line of vision. You gotta see it so you feel, you know, get that shit off you.
Reese Reed on a read.
All right. I just want to tell everybody to continue to practice grace and mercy. You know, we always ask people to give us grace or pardon us for our mistakes or some of the things that we do. We need to pardon and forgive people for some of the things that they do as well. Because after all, we are all
That's right.
We're only human. You know, and we're born, we're built, we'll make mistakes. And mercy and give that kindness and back to people, because you want that kindness and somebody that mercy on you one day. I didn't understand that for a long time, but I definitely see a lot of stuff, and I'm changing my perspective because my vision is changing. What meaning with my vision is what I'm seeing in the world or what I'm seeing done around me is changing. The world around me is changing. Then I just offer grace and mercy. That's you know, them sisters. Give me them sisters. Grace and mercy. So.
Yeah, the Clock Sisters. I know you're talking about.
I expect a miracle every day.
And then AQ said your hair looks nice as well. Yeah, I love when she when Phoenix give her a nice little refresh, she can rock her shit, shake her shit a little bit. Shake that shit. Shake that shit. Shake that shit.
At 93.
Oh, real quick before Molly closes us out.
Sure.
Aquarius, we still play the other song too. We play it in the morning before we play this one. So the song didn't go anywhere. This is in addition to the other Morning Mac song.
Yeah, variety. The word of the day is variety. Yes.
Smorgasbord for you.
Smorgasbord. Plethora.
Still got both,
A
baby.
Maybach, a BMW, a Range Rover, a plethora. The mistake I made was going to fuck to work this morning. I feel you, but you was motivated.
Hey,
You was motivated.
yeah, go get that money. Everybody
Go
got
get it, son.
You
Yeah.
know, we working on that. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna be tired one day. Get that money while you can. Appreciate y'all stopping there. Anybody want to be part of the panel with us, y'all know just to reach out to any of us and we'll send you the link and you can come on here and share your thoughts with us. Other than that, y'all have a good Monday. We'll catch y'all on Turn Up Tuesday, same time as always, 10:30 a.m. And you will hear the original song, AQ. 10:30, we got you. And we on here to 12:30. Sometimes we go a little bit over, but appreciate y'all for those who made time to tap in, comment, and be part of the conversation. What up, LA? Appreciate you tapping in, man. Better late than never, man. But y'all
Better late than never.
and y'all enjoy the song. Love y'all. Catch y'all tomorrow.
Take the day by the throat. Hit me first when the world feels slow. The Morning Mac Show. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Tell your people, get in line. Hit that play button right on time. Big brass, big green, straight.
Same to you, AQ. Have a good day.
The Morning Mac Show. Turn it up, let it roll. The Morning Mac Show. Take the day by the throat. Hit me first when the world feels slow. The Morning Mac Show. Yeah, let's go. The Morning Mac Show. The Morning Mac Show. Say it loud, say it bold. The Morning Mac Show. That's the way we roll.
Appreciate y'all, man. Catch y'all tomorrow. Bye.
Great day, people.
Bye.